Hello, YouTube. Sorry, there's no music for this first part. I'm gonna leave that for the actual opening of the game. But as you can see with a Enix Presents screen, we are doing the next Dragon Quest game because these first couple Dragon Quest games were by Enix, not and Square were two different companies at this point, and then they merged to create Square Enix. That's a whole thing I might get into later. But before we begin, I never really gave my review for Dragon Quest V last time. So if you want, so because of that, I'm actually going to go ahead and give that right now before we start this game. I thought Dragon Quest V was an amazing story. Was good. It was the best that the Dragon Quest series has laid out for me. So Dragon Quest IV was good in its own right with its own little job system, like hiring people to do things. But this one, that one was a more of a, how do you explain it? It was a, the story was kind of very simple and by the bones. Like, it was their first attempt at a story and you could tell. Five was improved on that more, but there was no real job system. You just recruited monsters. It introduced the taming mechanic and the recruiting monsters mechanic. But, which was still good at the beginning, but I still think the story is where it shined the most. The gameplay was like every other JRPG gameplay, except it added a little niche of being able to recruit your own monster. I'm going to turn up my game. Yeah, actually, that should be fine. Yeah, so there was that, but what really made the game, what I think was the second half of the game, got married, had your kids, turned to stone, and then you fight the evil with your kids as a family. That is what made that game, that went from like a cool story to like an amazing story. It was a story of generations and a story of fighting evil with your family. Um, Even at the end there with your mother passing away and Hassan slash Pancrit's past, whatever you want to call slash whatever you want to call him, showing up and giving you the final hope you need and push to fight and destroy the Demon King, who kind of looked like Demon King Piccolo from Dragon Ball, but that's just because that is a that's just Dragon Ball design. That's just Akira Toriyama's design. He incorporates a lot of his designs into everything in this game when he does. There's going to be a lot of overlap of designs from Dragon Ball into this one. I think specifically starting from this one, the Dragon Ball Z hairstyles and stuff, and the squishiness starts to appear because this is when he wanted to do more of a different thing. But the gameplay part of Dragon Quest, but that's getting out of hand. The story part was good. I'd say that's like A+. The gameplay is just like every other Dragon Quest game except for the tame mechanic. Yes, it was the first time they ever tried the tamer mechanic, which was taming monsters and having them fight for you. They really press in that they have it in this one too, I believe, and in the Dragon Quest Monster series, which I might play as well. I don't know. But the recruit chances were like, I think, the weakest part. Like the taming part was kind of the weakest part of that game because the it never really, like, it had its usefulness at the beginning and middle, but once you got to the after the middle part, like back end of the middle and the late game, you never really used your recruits. You always used your human companions because they're just better in every way. At the end game, monster you would equip or recruit were just kind of really specific monsters, and the only good one was the golem and great dragons because they just outscaled better than your kid. And from what I understand, the Leonex and the stuff in the post game stuff is just even better. But I think that, like, I wouldn't play in the original. I would not play the end game story because I completed the main story, and there's only one dungeon with one big bad in it. I think that's for all the remake stuff. You would go and do that because that's more interesting that way. and they have a much more variety of monster options. So yeah, that was just kind of the weakest part in my mind, was the recruit mechanic. It was cool and all, but it was like the first time they did it, so I understand it being kind of weak. I hope they kind of improve it in this one. I know they really improved it in Monsters, like having just an option in the Monsters series just to recruit something and have like a percentage chance like that, instead of having to defeat them and then having to recruit them that way. That's so stupid. Like, yes, like the high recruit chance monsters are good monsters in general, but you had monsters that had a recruit chance of over 600. That's ridiculous. No one's going to be able to recruit that ever. But other than that, it's just like the game was fine. The game was fun. Story-wise, good. Gameplay-wise, good. It's just a JRPG. It's normal. It was a generally good game. Was it the best one? I don't know yet. I haven't played through all the games. I am reserving judgment for when I reach the end, when I finished playing all the games. It was better than 4, yes. It's definitely better than 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to say that, yeah. Is it the best in the series? I wouldn't even say that yet, because there's still more games to go. And from what I understand, 6, 7, and 8 are like where the series really hits its strides, and people really start praising the game for all of its innovation and stuff. But not dilly-dallying. Thank you for listening to all that rant about Dragon Quest V. I know I should have given that at the end of the video, but at end of the last video, but I decided not to and just kind of listen to the story. But here, we'll get started in this game now. So Enix presents. I've already explained that Enix and Square at this point are separate entities. Square is focusing on Final Fantasy. Enix focuses on the Dragon Quest. But let's listen to the opening of the game. Listen to the opening thematic and start it. One moment, please. What did my model just do? Sorry, I also have lunch with me right now, so I'm going to be eating that at the same time. But, alright. So far, ignore that at the bottom. So far, that opening was kind of mid comparatively to... I still think Dragon Quest III has the best opening cinematic, because you have the you have your father in that game fighting a dragon and dying to it, and then it just opens up to the Dragon Quest logo. I think that's badass, but that's just me. So let's go ahead and start this one. It's Dragon Quest VI. I am excited for this. Sorry about the loud noises. That was me clapping. Really excited for this game. Well, I understand this game actually introduces my favorite mechanic in all JRPGs in general, which is the job system. So, let's go ahead and get started. Use save slot too, because we're not losers. Alright, the hero's name. So this is going to take a bit of time for me to determine, but, so I actually never really thought what I was going to name my guy. Just kind of went into this gun-ho without thinking that. I'll be right back. Last naming scheme we went with was kind of like a Saiyan naming scheme. Why not? We'll be right back. Alright, I have the name I'm going to name him. We went with spices last time. Let's go with herbs. So we're gonna name him... Our main character's name is gonna be Clove. So let's go with C-L-O-V-E. Clove will be the main character's name. Let's go 7. I also got some tea that I'm drinking for my throat because I hurt my throat in the last recording I just did. Oh, I had to press something. Oh, there's a spin. What's going on here? Oh, you're awake. Did you sleep well? Yeah. It is good that you are well rested. I wonder where he's gone. It's been a while. Aha! Good friends. Oh, you two are finally awake. I just looked around. I know. That must be the castle. Maybe we should go soon. We've had enough rest. We won't accomplish anything if we stay here. We have traveled far for this, right? Let's go, Clove. We must destroy the Demon King. Like our lives depend on it. We could win this battle. Peace will return to the world. Are you ready, Clove? Let's go. What was that little animation? That was pretty cool, actually. Alright. Okay, X is that. Meet open. Okay, so it looks like we can't open any menus here. Ludo's castle is below this cliff. We cannot turn back now. Here we go! If the legend is true, then this flute should... Sorry about that, I took a sip of my tea and some of it went down the wrong throat. Well, now it's gonna fuck up my throat even more. Right during one of those cool cutscenes. Oh, hello. Great Dragon, hello. I saw you last week. You helped us. You gonna take us to the Demon Castle, Great Dragon? This probably has to be out of all the Dragon Quest openings, the best opening that I'm at. Best opening of the games. That's a cool little dungeon. Ooh. Spooky. No actual fighting yet. So... Done this way. Oh, we already completed the dungeon? Dang, so far this game is not looking too good. Like, the game's already at its endpoint, and we're not really, we haven't done anything. Demon King's right through that door as we go kill him, save the world, bring peace to it? Well, let's go. But let's go, this first episode might also be the last, who knows? Like, come on. We beat the game now, like, what am I gonna do for the next year and a half? Nothing. else? Oh. I guess we just keep going forward. Oh, here's the hallway. Clove. Surely the Demon King Muto awaits eagerly behind this door. Seems too quiet here. Yes. Easy. Don't waste time. Think about it, Clove. Let's go! Oh, we're walking straight into a trap. What's going on here? I can't see anything! Whoa! Ah! This is where the designers brutally just kill everybody, turning this from a happy-go-lucky game to a grim dark as fuck. Just like your little female friend there gets decapitated and blown to a billion pieces. Your friend there is impaled on a stake. Even dream of beating me. And we're all stoned now. Oh, no! I was right! You're just gonna destroy us all. No! And... game over. We all died. Time to end the series. RIP game. Brother, are you alright? And it was all a dream. All a dream. Don't scare me like that. Fell out of your bed. Are you okay? Yeah. Oh yeah, the village elder came to see you earlier. Told him that you were sleeping, but he said that he'd be back. And that is the opening cinematic for this game. You start off in a dream fighting the Demon Lord, and Demon Lord kicks your ass, meaning you can't even fight him in your dream. How are we supposed to beat him at the end of the game? With hundreds of hours of grinding. But with that opening, we are going to leave the rest of the game for next video. Like, for the next video. So, I'll see you then. Remember to like and subscribe. And we'll see you all next time for the next episode of Dragon Quest VI. See you then. Bye.